My name is Tracy Hudson, and the topic of my persuasive essay is morality and what has happened to morality in today's society. I researched and found that I can explain the origins of morality and how we are thought to develop morals. Many theorists feel that it happens in stages. All the theories on the books make sense, but somehow I feel some people in our world today missed a step or two. I did not see research on what has actually happened to morals, but I do see where there are people in the world who have suggestions and ideas on how we can work at making our world a more moral and kinder place to live. I believe that morals start in the home, and that parents or caretakers are the first and best teacher and examples of morals. How to care for each other and how to make correct decisions for right or wrong, not for reward or to avoid punishment. Morals and ethics are two hot-button topics in today's world. During my research, I have been asking people, young people, when they plan to start having children and how they intend to teach their children morals. I was surprised to hear that a lot of the 20-something professionals that I asked gave me the response that they were unsure that they wanted to bring children into our world the way that it is today. When I heard that answer, I got scared. Scared that the state of moral affairs in our society today could inhibit good moral couples from producing good moral children. I decided that it would be a good idea to investigate some ideas on how to bring morals back into the forefront of society. I would like to begin by explaining the historical concepts and beliefs regarding the development of morals according to philosophers and theorists. Kohlberg was the father of the stages of moral development. Stage 1, the pre-conventional level. In short, this stage is rewards and punishment. The physical consequences of action determine its goodness or badness regardless of the human meaning or value of these consequences. Stage 2 is the conventional level. This is the level of people-pleasing. The person may not be doing things because of moral reasons, they just know that it makes others happy. Stage 3 is the post-conventional level. At this level, people use moral principles. Kohlberg also believed that one must progress through the stages in order and cannot get to a higher stage without passing through the stage immediately preceding it. This is from richard/jacobs/blog.com. There are other theorists who have theories on the development of morals. Erickson felt that there are 8 stages of moral development, and his stages start at birth and go all the way up to the elder years. Through all of my research, my findings were that the majority of studies that have been done regarding morals are done on children between the ages of 4 and 7, and they focus on if children at this age have the ability or the capability of judging when someone is morally wrong or morally right. I should say when something is morally wrong or morally right. The relationship between moral judgment, egocentrism, and altruistic behavior. That's from the book Child Development, written in 1973 by Rubin K. and Schneider F. They studied 55 7-year-olds with sharing and acts of kindness and with helping younger children before being able to play with toys themselves. They then tested 10-year-olds with the same situations, and they found that moral reasoning and positive moral judgment are somewhat present at an early age, but they definitely need to be reinforced. There were also studies done that demonstrate individuals' ability to recall one's own immoral behavior, leading to compensatory rather than consistent moral action as a way of completing the moral self. That came from Striving for the Moral Self, the Effects of Recalling Past Moral Actions on Future Moral Behavior, 2001 by Sage Publications. Throughout this story, there are many examples of this being true to the nature of humans. Drug addicts being clean and working for a rehab center to help others that have the same affliction. People who have gone to jail for crimes get released and work as a counselor for youths at risk. These are all examples of immoral behavior reflection causing moral action, moral cleansing. The last of my research was enlightening in ways that there are actually people and organizations out there that hope to teach morals and ethics and hope to make people see how our actions will affect others for generations to come. Nelson M. and K. Moore wrote a book called Moral Ground, Ethical Action for a Planet in Peril. There was one quote on page 165, chapter 6 of this book that was from Aristotle, that right or wrong actions ought to be judged not by results that it produces, but whether that the actions express the appropriate virtue. This is a moral compass every person could benefit from living by. This book also states that moral integrity is when there is no division between what they believe is right and how they act in the world. There were moral, ecological issues in this book regarding the current generation taking care and caring for the earth so that our next generation are able to have the same beauty and benefits of our nature as we are. My beliefs are the same, but I think that this generation should concentrate on how to take care of each other as well. According to Noddings, starting at home, caring and social policy, the education that starts at home is the one that affects the lives of children for years to come. And there may be nothing more powerful that a society can do to advance the well-being of its people than to strengthen their commitment and competence at home. I'd like to show you a couple of quotes that came from our forefathers of morals. One is Hippocrates, and the first quote is, "Make a habit of two things, to help or at least to do no harm." The next one is, of course, by Aristotle. It says, "Good habits formed at youth make all the difference." He just proves and solidifies the point that I just talked about in that book, Caring and Social Policy. He also said the greatest virtues are those which are most useful to another person. These are quotes that solidify and validate all of the research that has been done. And these are sentiments that I feel often. If people in our society today put effort into creating harmony and goodness within their own homes, there may be less imbalance and grief outside of the homes. No matter what your family consists of, mother, father, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather, aunts, uncles, foster families, this must be where you begin the teaching and the solidifying of morals and good behavior. Home is where children are supposed to return when their world turns heartless, where they center themselves in a world they are discovering. If we all just think and consider before making any actions, maybe that would help the state of the world today. If we all consider others as well as ourselves, this would help also. I did not come to any definitive conclusions, but I know that for myself and my family, we work every day at making our world a little better for today and every day to come. Thank you.